Make sure you come out there and win, right? And that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Don't complain about what I'm doing. He got one style that he can do. I know what he's bringing. I know what he's coming with. He's coming straight ahead at me to throw non-stop punches. I'm levels above him because I know that I can do whatever I want. This is my weekend. I'm the best fighter in the world. And
with that being said, shoot, I think Shakur might be in trouble this weekend, man. He might get himself into trouble this weekend. Yeah. For attempted manslaughter, that's why. Got you. Yeah. Got your behind. Attempted manslaughter. Man, Shakur about to pepper this boy up, boy. Tell me. He about to pepper his behind up. He gonna put the hot
Shakur
sauce.
Stevenson has been called many things. Pillow hands, grasshopper. Critics have mocked his style, ridiculed his movement, and labeled him boring. For years, he's been accused of being too cautious, too safe. But 8 years into his professional career, the undefeated lightweight stands as a world champion untouched, unbroken, and unsolved. Despite the noise, Shakur remains a puzzle no one's cracked. Yet, as he prepares for what many consider his toughest challenge, William Zepeda believe the real test is finally here, and they're already picking sides.
This fight simply comes down to me is, can Shakur get the respect of Zepeda to keep him off, keep the extension on his punches to limit Zepeda's output, or is Zepeda's output going to lead to moments for Shakur Stevenson to have brilliant offensive opportunities where Zepeda's opening up? When this first fight was announced,
Few know Stevenson better than Keyshawn Davis. The WBO lightweight champion has trained alongside Shakur, watched him grind through criticism, and rise through the ranks. When asked about Stevenson's upcoming bout with Zepeda, Davis didn't blink. Shakur single quotes is ready, he said. I think he's going to knock Zepeda out. This isn't blind loyalty. Davis has seen Stevenson's focus firsthand. He's seen the crispness in his sparring, the intensity in his preparation. For Keyshawn, the knockout isn't a bold prediction, it's the natural outcome of a dialed-in Shakur Stevenson.
we facing off, and he giving this nice boy act, like he acting real nice. And then I see him look at the crowd, and he put his hand up, telling them like he gonna shut them up or something. So when he said that, I'm like, Panda tells Zepeda, I'ma crush you. And I wanted him to know, like, I'm fucking this up, dog. Like,
But not everyone shares that confidence. Teofimo Lopez recently offered a measured warning. Unless Stevenson opens up with combinations, Lopez believes the fight could become a 50-50th battle, and that warning carries weight. Zepeda isn't the type to wait or hesitate. He overwhelms opponents with sheer volume, throwing in bunches and accepting damage to dish out his own. To casual fans, Stevenson might look like a generational talent, but those familiar with Zepeda's relentless assault know better. This is a live dog, and a dangerous one. Zepeda doesn't ask permission to fight. He doesn't pause, he presses. And for someone like Stevenson who thrives on controlling range and pace, that could be a serious threat.
For this particular showdown. And guess what, man? Shakur Stevenson, sharp puncher, tremendous footwork, great defensive fighter. But will that work against a William Zepeda, who is a pressure fighter, come forward fighter, throws a lot of punches, but at times he slows down as the ring and the fight goes on?
Zepeda forces you to work, every second, every round. There are no breathers, no room for complacency. You can't coast. You can't just land clean counters and expect judges to reward finesse over fury. He throws with reckless persistence, often ignoring the risk of return fire. And he's stopped skilled boxers before. Jojo Diaz and Marcito Gesta both tried to slow him, both failed. For Stevenson, being slick won't be enough. He'll need to assert dominance, win rounds clearly, and show visible control. Veteran trainer Greg Hackett recently studied Zepeda's performance against Tevin Farmer and offered a nuanced breakdown.
Zepeda versus Stevenson, this fight goes
one or two ways, right? It's all based on ring size. If Shakur gets the bigger ring, the fight is in Shakur Stevenson's court. If Zepeda gets the smaller ring, the ball is in Zepeda's court. I favor whoever gets the ring size, because Shakur Stevenson ain't got the work rate to keep up with Zepeda. He ain't got the heart to keep up with Zepeda. Too much. You ain't never seen him have a great output of punches in a fight. Yeah, that work rate is gonna kill him, bro. Shout out to Tev, because Tev got a tank. He showed that.
Pharma, known for his defense and craft, gave Zepeda some fits early, but Zepeda wore him down, broke through, and took over. Hackett respects Stevenson's edge. Shakur's quicker, smarter with angles, and a sharper puncher than Farmer, he told Mill City Boxing. He knows how to take things away from you. But Hackett wasn't sugarcoating the danger either. If Shakur's hands give out mid-fight like they did against Edwin De Los Santos, he's in trouble. You can't run from Zepeda for 12 rounds. He won't let you. That fight against De Los Santos was polarizing, praised by purists, questioned by fans. Stevenson boxed carefully, minimized risk, and took home a decision. But not everyone liked what they saw.
Fighter, William Zepeda is a B-list fighter. If you look at his last couple fights with Teofimo Lopez not as slick as he used to be, but he dropped me. And that right there let me know Shakur is slick, so I know he's going to drop William Zepeda. They might stop the fight, I say 9th, 10th round. He's going to get that boy Thomas down, and then it's murder she wrote. He's going to knock that boy face off. No disrespect, but it's just a fact. Yeah, y'all be hating on Shakur because he's not a knockout artist like Tank, but y'all got to stop comparing the two, man. Two different type of fighters. I love both of them as fighters, man.
And Zepeda simply won't allow that kind of fight. If Stevenson enters the ring with limited weapons, if he's only throwing 1 or 2 shots at a time, he'll be drowned by Zepeda's relentless volume. Hackett doesn't believe Zepeda is better than the division's elite, but he's realistic about the threat. If Shakur's only throwing to the body, if he's moving just to survive, it's not enough, Hackett said. Even a healthy Shakur might struggle, because he doesn't throw enough if he doesn't hit hard enough to win the kind of exchanges Zepeda forces.
I have questions about William Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson. Number one, can Shakur Stevenson do some of the things that Teofimo did? Does he have the heart to stand in the pocket at times and let William Zepeda throw and look for counter opportunities? Or will he just simply use lateral movement and try to outpoint William Zepeda? Because that's not going to get Zepeda tired, that's not going to catch his attention. And will Zepeda be able to work against Shakur Stevenson?
Still, Stevenson's supporters argue his true weapons aren't power, their precision, IQ, and control. He may not throw much, but what he lands matters. His timing forces opponents to hesitate, his footwork breaks their rhythm, and perhaps, most crucially, he adapts. Not an easy fight, Hackett admitted, but Shakur will figure him out probably in 3 rounds. And if Stevenson solves Zepeda early, it might be game over. Zepeda's never fought someone who moves like Shakur or who calculates with such cold precision. Stevenson doesn't aim to stop you. He aims to make you look like you don't belong in the ring.
That much on this channel, but what a performance. Considering what Teofimo did in his last 2 fights and who he did it against. Like William Zepeda in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, I thought he won. The second fight he went to Mexico and I thought he lost, but again it was a really good performance against a top 5 lightweight. And then he fights Floyd Schofield, who, you know, has been a bit of hype around, but
Zepeda isn't counting on surprises. He knows exactly what Stevenson brings. He'll move, he'll stay at range, and he'll have a good strategy. Zepeda said when asked about the fight, "It's a simple summary, but an accurate one. Stevenson controls space. He avoids chaos. Against pressure fighters, he chooses distance and timing over war. His strategy is built on neutralization, not engagement, and the record proves it. Stevenson rarely trades, he rarely bleeds, but he also rarely leaves doubt." If you love boxing and never want to miss a punch, make sure to subscribe to Fight Update for the latest news, training camp insights, press conference drama, and exclusive analysis of your favorite fighters. From breaking headlines to fight night breakdowns, we've got you covered. So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay ringside with us every step of the way.